Hello, my name is Dean Williams, and welcome to another episode of Exclusive Visions Masterclass. And today we're going to be going through building a world-class business model. Now, before we get into all of that wonderful stuff, the first thing I need you to do is turn off your phone, make sure there's no distractions, so no children, no parents, no boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, no goldfish, nothing at all, no distractions, no social media. You need to be fully immersed in what we're about to go through because there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be covering that can actually help your business move forward. And it could just be one thing. It could be one thing that we go through today that takes a business to where it is now to where you truly see it being. So for that to happen, I'm going to need your full attention for the next 20 minutes or so. So what we're going to be going through today, I'm going to be touching upon some wonderful tools. So we're going to start off with the lean canvas. Then we're going to be looking at the value proposition canvas. And then we're going to look at the 90-day sprint, which is going to help you to put everything into practice. So who am I? My name is Dean Williams. I am a senior business consultant. I have been mentoring for the last 10 years. Last year, I was voted top 5 best business mentors within the UK. I have worked with over 1,000 businesses globally in the last 10 years. I really think it's much more than that. So I really need to update my numbers. But right now, I definitely know it's over 1,000. And I've also written a business book that has helped many, many businesses to really have that grounding and support in regards to growing their business. So Master the Basics, 8 Principles of Growing Your Business is a great book if you haven't got it. So enough about me. This is all about you. And it's not just about the content that is going to be covered today, it's about the context. I want you to be able to have this information, but to apply it. In order to say knowledge is power, that's actually incomplete. Knowledge is only power when you are able to apply it to get that particular outcome that you're looking for. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to take the knowledge that you get from today, and I want you to apply it, and I want you to test it to get to see if you're going to get the outcome that you're looking for. So everything that I do is all about you going out there and making it work for you. So the first thing we're going to look at is the lean canvas. Now, this is a marvelous, marvelous tool. For myself, I am neurodiverse. I have dyslexia. So when you've asked me, when I first started out doing my business and I was asked to write a business plan, I'd rather have walked through the desert barefoot. I'm telling you, I don't like business plans. I can't stand them. But I did them because at the time, those people who I was speaking to were telling me that this is the norm, this is what you had to do. But me being me, there must be a much more efficient way to be doing this because I know once I did a business plan, I was never going to look at it again. I wanted something which was more fun, more practical, something which I can continuously keep updated to see my progress. And then I came across the business model canvas, and that was a great tool that helped me to start outlining my business model. Then Lean Canvas came along, and for me, this is the one I have been sticking with. This is the one I use with all my businesses because when you create that trifecta, which we call within Exclusive Visions, when you have your Lean Canvas, you have your financials, and then you have your stack deck, you have all the necessary components all in one place to really then go out there and speak to investors, to raise money, to even showcase to your team members as well. So for me, the lean canvas is the foundation of you getting that bird's eye view of your business model from a practical standpoint where you and your team can continuously update. Now, what I did for you because I'm a very visual individual and I like to make sure, okay, that anything I do, you can actually grasp the concept of what I am doing. So I created this business. One of the key things I want to do in my lifetime is to work with an artisan chocolate maker, someone who makes delicious chocolate. That's my goal. I came close last year, but the person didn't want to work with me because of whatever reason. But I don't care. I'll find somebody. But what I really want to do is really help you to visualize, but make it practical for you to see how this actually works. So every single tool that we're going to go through, I'm going to be using Michelle, and this person is made up. Okay. to help us to really illustrate what it is that we are doing. So meet Michelle. Michelle has been doing this beautiful chocolate making for the last 10 years. She has got a secret recipe that has been passed down her family for over 100 years. And she uses natural ingredients to make her chocolate, which are all reasonable source from around the world. And she came to me and she said, "Hey, Dean, can you help me build my business model?" And I said, "Michelle, you came to the best place for yourself. As long as I'm gonna get free chocolate and you're gonna pay me, love that." So this is the lean canvas, and we're gonna walk through each section so you understand what each of them mean. And many people do it different ways, but I feel I do it the best way. So this is what we're going to start off with. We're going to start with the USP, the unique value proposition, the unique selling point, whichever one makes you feel happy. And within this section, how I like to break this down is what tangible benefits are you creating for your target audience? So what value, what experience, what inspiration are you truly driving within your business model? So what does your product or service do that is a benefit to your target audience? So for Michelle, her first thing that she realized was each box of chocolate that she made is below 200 calories. Do you know what this means? I can indulge in these chocolates and not feel guilty. So I can have one or two or three boxes and feel good about my life after, because I know I've only had 600 calories and I can take that off my 2000 calories for the day. And then, yeah, I know I just can't have five guys. And then on top of that, she uses natural ingredients suitable for diabetics. So it means, okay, she has a wider audience that she could actually reach out to. This is an amazing find. So when you're doing this, I really want you to think about what is the tangible benefits that your products and services provide for your target audience. Then the next thing that she has is her secret recipe, and this goes into the unfair advantage. Now, the unfair advantage section, a lot of businesses in the early stages are going to struggle with. So this is something, okay, that is not easily bought or not easily copied by your competitors. So anyone who's coming in after you or who is already established within the market cannot just come in and say, "Hey, we can do whatever you're doing better," because your unfair advantage gives you that certain type of leverage. Now with Michelle, she has her secret recipe. And with her secret recipe, this gives her unfair advantage because no one can make the chocolate that she has. And this is what for you, but you can actually start applying to your business of think, do you have an unfair advantage right now? So do you have any patents? What do you have copywritten? What do you have trademark? Do you have a secret recipe? Do you have someone, okay, who's supremely at a high level within your industry? So for Michelle, she has a 5-star chef working within her business. This is another unfair advantage because you just can't go out there and become a 5-star chef. I know because I am a top chef myself, who I used to be in my previous lifetime. But yeah, I know for myself, you just can't rock up and say, "Hey, yeah, I'm a top chef." You have to earn that. So these are the kind of things, okay, you want to start establishing within your business. What unfair advantage can you start building into your business model? And then next, which is very important, is understanding your target audience. Who is your target audience? So for Michelle, she tried to break it down. And it was people looking for quality chocolate who potentially had health issues. But more importantly, they are very health conscious at the same time. So not necessarily have health issues, but like me, want to go likes to go to the gym, likes to train, but also like to eat healthy as much as possible. But sometimes, you know what? My little vice is chocolate. You know what? Sometimes I get that itch, that sweet tooth, and I want to eat something that is not going to be damaging the hard work I just put into the gym. So having something like this is absolutely amazing. And then how is this going to get out there? So for Michelle, social media is one of the key ways that she's going to do it. But one of the things that we did when we looked at her social media was, okay, what platforms are your customers on? But you can actually start driving traffic towards them. And that's what we started doing because we realized she was on multiple different platforms, but she didn't be on, but she didn't need to be on. But what we can do now is narrow it down to the ones where her customers can truly engage with her. And that's what we've been doing. And then looking at being more strategic, looking at food events that are actually happening within her local area and also nationally as well that she could actually be part of. That's something that we put into our plan and strategy for the year, and doing pop-up stores within multiple different locations. And then we're going to get to my next box, my favorite box, revenue streams. So right now, this is something new that we added to Michelle's revenue stream, was monthly subscription boxes. So just like HelloFresh, where you can actually subscribe to a monthly box being sent to you, this is the same thing, okay, that we set up for Michelle, because we realized, okay, there was a lot of customers who were repeat customers. And we said, okay, let's just make it more easier and efficient for them, where they can actually create the boxes that they want to be sent to them every single month, and it's tailor-made for them. And then direct sales. So this is where we do pop-up shops. People can go to direct to the website and things like that. So that is the external side of things. Now we're going to look at the internal side. So what problems was Michelle really solving? What did she identify that she can actually make better for our customers? So two things, okay, that Michelle found was quality chocolate that is out there is fattening, and there are harmful ingredients used to make a lot of this chocolate. So what then Michelle wanted to do was make a low calorie chocolate sweets, bars and stuff like that, but also use all natural ingredients. This for me was a game changer, and it allowed Michelle to truly articulate this within her marketing efforts. It allowed Michelle to really articulate her unique value proposition to all of those key stakeholders that she was interacting with. And then we were looking at how was Michelle going to measure it? Because there's a great saying, what gets measured gets done. And we looked at what key metrics does Michelle need to really keep her eye on to see how well she's truly doing. So new subscriptions, as we created the monthly subscription boxes, was a big one, but also referrals. Many businesses are missing out on these referral processes, where now what Michelle was doing, every single time her customers invited one new person, they got a free thank you box of chocolate. Because that one customer that stayed with Michelle for a whole year, so you're looking at the lifetime value of a customer, that one customer that stayed with Michelle brought in an extra 1,500 for the year. So for Michelle, giving away one box of free chocolate was nothing compared to what that customer was going to bring to her. Then what's going to cost? Then we have to look at what was costing her money. So when we look at the financials, we knew that this is just some of the things that was costing her money, but there's a full breakdown within her financial figures. So this is the lean canvas in a nutshell. This is a high-level overview of how it will work. And when you're doing this, you want to go a bit deeper into each section and give a bit more detail. Make sure it's qualitative and quantitative as well. So therefore, when anyone is looking at it, they can truly understand what it is that you're doing. All right. Now, the value proposition canvas. This is one of the biggest things which I really loved when I came across it. So the value proposition canvas came from the gentleman, Dr. Alexander Osterwalder, who has created a company called Strategizer. So their company was pioneered the business model canvas. And from the business model canvas, they created a value proposition canvas. And what this really narrows down to is, have you created product market fit? One more time, I say that. Have you created product market fit? And what is product market fit? Dean, thank you for asking. Product market fit is when you have created a product or service for a particular audience, so a particular customers who are willing to buy this, and there's enough of them to be able to sustain and grow your business model. That's when you know you got product market fit. So you can take, for example, we're going to stick with Michelle right now. So there's two things I really want to bring to your attention. First of all, when we're looking from right to left, from the customer profile to the value map, we're looking at we're not looking for product market fit here. We're looking for something else. And I'm going to give you time to think about what is it that we're looking for. No? No one? No, I'm playing. I'm by myself anyway. Okay, so when we're doing this section here, what we're really looking for is problem solution fit. Do we have problem solution fit? So do you understand the needs of your customers based on what you know you could potentially provide for them? So for you to be able to have problem solution fit is you need to understand your customers first. And then understanding your customers will then enable you to then create the best product or service to fit their needs. So how you get problem solution fit first is you need to understand the customer's job. So what do they want to get done? So for Michelle, she really knew that based on the research, based on the interaction of her customers, based on all the comments and stuff, a lot of her health conscious people that who were buying her chocolates wanted a protein bar, like myself. One of those protein bars, when you finish the gym, you want that protein to hit straight away. You didn't want just to grab a coffee or something like that. You wanted something that was going to help you with your macros. And what Michelle then realized was, okay, how can we create a protein product that was still tasty, still delicious for her target audience? Because this is one of the things that she found out. Some of the pain points were that some of the bars were expensive, some of the bars didn't taste good. This is what the customers were talking about, but this is why they wanted Michelle to do something about this. And they wanted variety. And they wanted something that also looks good because you know this in this day and age, everyone's on their selfie, everyone's taking pictures, everyone's doing videos. So Michelle said, okay, cool. What can she actually do within her business? So she really knew by creating a monthly subscription box, this will make it less expensive for her target audience. And then she already knew with her secret recipe, everything was tasting good anyway. So she knows she can definitely do that, but all she needed to do was increase the protein output of her bars that she was going to make. And then she knew that she was going to create a value pack, create different flavors. Sorry, went too far. For her target audience. So based on all of this information, she understood the needs and wants of her target audience. And then what Michelle decided then to do was not just to create a protein bar, but to create a protein wafer. And that wafer had over 20 grams of protein in it, but it tasted absolutely delicious. You felt that you was eating those high calorie chocolate bars, but you wasn't. You was eating a low calorie chocolate bar, which was high in protein, which was absolutely amazing, which was going to be a game changer for Michelle's business. Now, we've been through the lean canvas, we've gone through the value proposition canvas. Now we need to put this all into action. So now Michelle knew what she wanted to do. She wanted to create that protein wafer. So we need to now put things into action. So I loved the 90-day sprint. The 90-day sprint is an agile approach to getting things done. If you work with me as your mentor, I do not do excuses. You need to put in the work. You need to have outcomes. We need to make things happen because why? You are a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you have goals and aspirations, and it doesn't work if you are just talking about it. We need to be about it. And when I came across the 90-day sprint, it changed my life, it changed my mentees' lives because we just get things done. So within that 90-day period, within the 90-day sprint, several things happen. The first thing we've got to do is brainstorm all your immediate goals. So in the next 90 days, what goals do you envision that can actually happen by you putting in that work? So you will brainstorm with yourself, brainstorm with your team, and you will literally come up with as many goals, but you know it's feasibly possible within the next 90 days. Great. Out of those many goals which you come up with, you're going to choose the first three. From that first three, you're going to choose one, and that's the one you're going to work with. So me and Michelle, we sat down with, I sat down with Michelle, sat down with Michelle's team, and we came up and we brainstormed and we came up with so many different goals. Wonderful. Then we chose the top three goals. So I said, Michelle, in the next 90 days, what three goals have to happen for you to know, okay, that this has been a successful quarter? So she said, Dean, these are the three goals that have to happen. I said, Michelle, hit me. She goes, okay, have to build a team. What do you mean? I want 2 new team members to join. I said, fantastic. I want to do 5 new events in the next 90 days. I said, okay, cool. And what else do you want to do? I want to create a new product. I said, this is wonderful. So these are the top 3 goals that Michelle chose out of the plethora of goals that she had before. So I said to Michelle, what's the first goal we're going to work on? And Michelle looked at me. She goes, Dean, I want to grow my team. So I said, Michelle, this is wonderful. So what me and Michelle did, we worked on this wonderful template, which you will get if once you have filled out the feedback form, we'll send you this resource. So this is a wonderful resource that I use with all my mentees, all my clients to actually start building out the first 30 days. So what's the goal that Michelle's going to be working on? Building a team. So what do you want to do, Michelle? Would like to add 2 members to the company by March 2024. So you can actually see this is qualitative and this is quantitative as well, quantitative as well. So from here, you can actually see what Michelle is looking to do and when she's looking to do it by. Then we're going to move to the next section, everything you must do. In this section here, what I get my mentee to do is list out every action that has to happen for you to be able to achieve the goal that you set out for. So for Michelle, she came up with 7 different action points. So these are just some of them. So create an operational manual, creating a standard operating procedure. So as I said, there were 7. Then the next one was outline a canvas, advertise jobs, schedule an interview, update HR. And then the first thing that she's going to work on is research. So how this works is like this. So everything you can see here in the everything you must do, the 5 top priorities and doing one thing, it starts in everything you must do. And then you take your first 5 priorities, the top 5 that you know you have to work on to get done. And then out of that 5, you choose 1. And that's how it works. And that's what Michelle did. She worked on everything. And she realized, okay, the first thing she had to do was do her research. What type of job roles was she really looking for? Looking at Indeed, looking at Monster, looking at these different places on how do you advertise and what stuff. She needs to do her research, which is wonderful. Now, this is the best part of this canvas, which I absolutely love, is one of the key things I learned over the years, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner myself, we're so fixated on just getting things done. We're so fixated on just achieving things, but we don't reward ourselves. We don't take that time to breathe, pat ourselves on the back and say, hey, well done. So this is what I've incorporated into the 30-day action plan, is every single time you complete a task, it goes down to the bottom. So every time you complete 5 tasks, you then get a reward. And what was Michelle's reward? A spa day. And that's how it works. So Michelle only has 7, so she'll complete 5, bang, she'll get her spa day. She'll do the last 2, bang, she gets another reward. And then she just chooses the next goal, and then she rinse and repeats the same thing. If you take away nothing from this session, just do this. Just do this. Just incorporate the 90-day sprint into your daily routine within your business and watch your productivity skyrocket within your business. This has been one of the biggest game changers from me being a business mentor, really helping people to achieve. Now, I like simplicity. So the sheet that you're going to get once you do the resource is a sheet which you can blow up to A3, A1, how big you want it to, and use sticky notes to do that. But I like things to be electronic. So I transfer everything over onto Trello. You might want to use Asana, Monday, or whatever to do that, but I prefer Trello to do this. And then you can literally just populate it right here. And then you can share this with your team, share this with other people, if you have a mentor and stuff like that, to keep you accountable, making sure that things get done as well. So this is one of the things which I really, really love doing. Now, we've been through the lean canvas, we went through the value proposition canvas, and we are putting everything into action through the 90-day sprint. The next thing I want to show you is your next steps. So number 1, complete the feedback form so we can send you out all the resources from this session. This is very, very important for us. So therefore, we can actually know how we can support you and support other people later on as well. Next, get in contact with our team. Speak to us. See how we can actually support you and what your needs are. More importantly, just click onto the link and just have a chat. So everyone is free to have a 20-minute conversation with us to see if there's anything that we can actually do for you, or even signpost you to other places which may be more beneficial for you in regards to where you are right now. And then finally, take action. Create a business of value, meaning that you update your business model, you make sure that you're putting things into practice and you're checking these things off, that you are measuring what really matters within your business. So outline your business model canvas or your lean canvas today. So I want to leave you with this. This is one of my favorite poems, written by Marianne Williamson. I don't know, you know, my name is Williams, right? I keep saying Williams, but it's Williamson. And this is one of my favorite poems. So I'm going to leave it here for you to read for a moment, to take this in. Or you can just pause it and read it yourself. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you got value from this. And if you have any questions, book yourself onto a 20-minute conversation with us and let's see if we can be of service to you. Okay, and that is it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.